So hello everyone, in this video I'll be talking about how to find out the details of measurement and calculation of quantities with the help of a plan and a cross section. So you know how to work out a plan. Let me show you the cross section, how to work out a cross section. So this is the cross section, means in a building whatever excavation work is done is considered as the artwork. The work done below the ground level is the artwork or the excavation work. So in the first part you will see the first layer is the concrete in foundation. The second layer, third layer and fourth layer are the footings. First footing, second footing and third footing and fourth footing as well, up to the ground level. So this whole thing is considered as an excavation of a building, of a plan or cross section of a plan. The heights and breadths are given, and as you can see the footings are in stepped form, so this foundation is stepped foundation. So you can directly consider it as the foundation work of a building. So to work out the details of measurement and calculation of quantities, we have to use either Longwall or Shortwall method or centerline method. So I am going to show you how to solve the same problem using the same cross section and plan, once by Longwall and Shortwall method and once by centerline method. So moving on, so let's find out the length of this plan using the Longwall and Shortwall method. So you can see room 1 has dimensions 3.0 meter into 3.0 meter, room 2 has dimension 2.0 meter into 3.0 meter. The first is considered as length, the second dimension is considered as breadth. Thickness of the walls are given, all the thickness are of 0.3 meter. So in this plan I have prepared a center line here. You will be given only the plan. You have to find out or draw the center line and consider the dimensions from center to center. So in case of Longwall and Shortwall, we'll have to find out the lengths differently, once for Longwall and once for Shortwall. So the length of Longwall will be, so you can see there are 2 long walls and 3 short walls, 1, 2, 3. So let me show you how to consider the dimensions for a long wall, length calculation. So see, these are lengths, 3 and 2 are lengths. So this is the long wall. Here, from here to here we have 3 meter, from here to here we have 2 meter. So 3 plus 2 plus, if we are considering the thickness of the wall from the center line, then the thickness will be half, means the half of 0.3 will be 0.15. 3 plus 2 plus 0.15 plus the thickness of this wall directly, because this is the longer wall, and I have told you that the external faces are considered as the long wall external faces. 0.15 here, 0.30 here, meter plus again 0.15 for this wall, half thickness of this wall. So these are the dimensions used for the long wall calculation. 3, 2, 0.15 in this side, 0.30, 0.30, the thickness of this wall and half of this wall equals to 5.6 meter. Now moving on to short wall, length of short wall. Equals to, see, short wall has dimensions of 3.0 meter on each walls. 1, 2, 3. They have the same dimension, 3.0. So 3 plus half the thickness of this wall, 0.15, plus again half the thickness of this wall, 0.15. So 3.30 meter is the length of short wall. And yes, I forgot to mention about PCC. And yes, means this concrete in foundation or the foundation concrete is of PCC, means plain cement concrete without any reinforcements, means there is no steel involved in this concrete in foundation. And RCC, which is reinforced cement concrete, that means concrete and steel or the reinforcements are involved in that construction. But in this concrete in foundation, no reinforcements are used, so directly plain cement concrete, and there is a ratio given 1:2:4. Cement, that means the aggregates which we are using, cement, sand and stone chips or other aggregates. So they are just mentioning this term, we don't have to calculate anything in the tabulation method here. So moving on, let me show you the table, how to work out the table, how to work out the details of measurement and calculation of quantities. So you can see on this table there are item numbers, description of particulars which will be given or mentioned in your question already. The particulars will be given to you. Number means number of long walls or short walls, length, breadth of the cross section, height or depth of the cross section, and the quantity. And in the remark section you will calculate whatever is necessary. So the first particular in every table will be artwork in excavation, means this work, considering this plan. So first of all we will solve by using Longwall and Shortwall method. And the first particular is artwork in excavation. So whenever it's mentioned in the particular that we are working out for earthwork, then from the cross section we will consider the height of the cross section for artwork starting from here to the ground level. So these are the heights given for foundation in concrete: first footing, second footing, third footing, fourth footing. 0.10 equals to 0.10 plus 0.20 plus 0.20 plus again 0.20 plus 0.60 equals to 1.30 meter. Okay, so for Longwall and Shortwall method we have to calculate the artwork in excavation again differently, once for Longwall and once for Shortwall. So let's find out Longwall. Longwall calculation. So in this remark section, length of long wall center to center, means center to center, center to center, long wall. Okay. And what was the initial length of the long wall? 5.6 meter. Initial length 5.6 meter. So remember one thing, for long wall and short wall method, while finding out the length of long wall or either short wall, we have to either add or subtract the breadth from long wall and short wall. So in case of long wall, we will add the breadth, and in case of short wall, we will subtract the breadth. Just simply look at this plan. When the external faces, this whole face is taken, means starting from here to here, and this part also is taken by the long wall, and in the length calculation we have considered the thickness from here and here of this wall, half the thickness of this wall. So if the long wall takes all the face, the external face, then what will be remain for the short wall? Only this part. Sorry, this part up to here. This part is already taken by the long wall. So short wall again from here to here. So length of long wall. So always remember, while calculating the length of long wall, we will always add the breadth given in the cross section, and we will always subtract the breadth for short wall given in the cross section. So the initial length of long wall was 5.6 meter, and now we have to add the breadth of the cross section, that is 0.90. 5.6 plus 0.90 equals to 6.50 meter. And again we have to find out the length of short wall as well. Length of short wall center to center, center to center, and as these paths, you know something, this cross section is somewhere over here, 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 and here also. That's why we are adding or subtracting the breadth of cross section for long wall or short wall. And as the long wall took all this part, that is why we are deducting the breadth of the cross section. So what was the initial length of the short wall? 3.30. 3.30 minus the breadth 0.90 equals to 2.40 meter. So we found out the length of long wall from center to center, length of short wall from center to center. Now let's come back to the table. Artwork in foundation, once for long wall and once for short wall. In the number section, we'll have to mention how many long walls are there in the plan. So you can clearly see there are 2 long walls and 1, 2, 3 short walls. So for long wall in the number section we have 2, and for short wall in the number section we have 3. So lengths we have recently found out, 6.50 for long wall, 2.40 for short wall. 6.50 So the length which we have found out for short wall is 2.40 meter. The breadths are given in the cross section, 0.90 for long wall and short wall as well. 0.90 meter for long wall, 0.90 meter for short wall. Height and depth will be also same for both long wall and short wall, that is 1.30, considering from here to here as we are doing artwork. 1.30 meter, 1.30 meter. Now multiplying the number, length and breadth and height or depth will give us the quantity of both the long wall and short wall. So the quantity after multiplying the long wall will be 15.21 meter, and after multiplying the number, length, breadth and height for short wall, the quantity will be 8.4 meter. So you can total it here like this. This total is for the artwork in excavation, which we can use in the rate analysis table directly. So the total will be 23.61 meter. So this is how we find out the artwork in excavation using the long wall and short wall method. So let's discuss how to find out the artwork in excavation for center line method in the next video. Thank you.